Hello, this is Panthers News Network with your host, Theo Mente. We're here to ask the age old question: should school be year round or should it stay the way it is now and take the summers off? There are many pros and cons to this debate, so we decided to roam the halls to gather input from the students and staff at West Rocks. Let's head out there and see what the West Rocks family has to say. Hello, we're here with.
Jake Donovan.
How do you feel about year round schooling?
Year round school was terrible because if I was in school year round, I don't think I could survive the school year. And yeah,
Do you think kids will retain material better over the summer and get better grades from having school year round?
no, because it's shorter breaks, and then after a short break, I still forget everything. So after a long break, I forget everything. It doesn't really matter.
Would you want to have a 3 day weekends every weekend with the year round school schedule, or do you have a better idea?
3 day weekends, why? It just doesn't make sense. It's a waste of time. And yeah,
Do you have anything else to say about the idea of having year round school?
don't let it happen.
Hi, and we're here with.
Mr. Albano,
How do you feel about year round school?
I have mixed feelings. I think it would be good for students, but selfishly, I really enjoy the time in the summer that I get to spend with my family and go to the beach and sleep in and relax a little bit and recharge a battery for the next group of students I'm going to have.
Would you want to have 3 day weekends every weekend with the year round school schedule, or do you have a better idea?
Do I have a better idea? 4 day weekends? No, I think 3 day weekends is a nice compromise, where that way you keep the kids engaged. That way they don't have long periods off. But Mr. Cervella. Oh my god! Oh my god! Yeah, that way they don't have these long stretches off where they're not reading or doing math or their brains aren't being challenged. But that'd be interesting. I would be open to that idea.
Do you have anything else to say about the idea of having year round schooling?
Oh man, I'm open to it. I think that as times change and needs change, and if we're trying to get kids to do the best they possibly can, I think it's something worth exploring at least.
Thank you.
All right.
Hello, we're here with.
Sean,
How do you feel about year round schooling?
I don't think it's a good idea for kids to have year-round schooling because we don't spend enough time with our families, and we spend like more time with like our teachers and our friends instead of like having good quality time with our family.
Do you think kids will retain material better over the summer and get better grades from having school?
Year round. I don't think they would like get better grades or anything because like it's the summertime and like the weather's hot. Nobody's gonna like want to focus in the summertime and yeah, everybody just focus on like vacation and like yeah.
Would you want to have 3 day weekends every weekend with a year round school schedule, or do you have a better idea?
I think that would be a bad idea because like 3 day weekend like you kind of like lose some of like what you learned like the past week. So I think what we're doing now with like having like 2 days like weekend like Saturday and Sunday, that's a good idea to just like keep it like traditional.
Do you have anything else to say about the idea of having year round school?
For younger kids, I don't think it's good because they're young and like they're all that school is not gonna like get them any smarter or anything. They just need to like focus more. But like for older kids, it's kind of like the same thing because nobody like around like teenagers are gonna like try to like focus or anything and want to do schoolwork in the summer because everybody's busy with sports and like all those sports and everything else. So yeah. Okay.
Hello, and we're here with.
Mr. Klein Sr.
How do you feel about year round schooling?
I don't particularly care for year-round schooling. Would you like to know why? Is that one of your questions? Or, well, the reason why is because in the summertime, I think it gives you time to relax, recharge, have time to spend with your family, read some chapter books when it's raining, go outside and play, get a lot of exercise in the summer. So rather than being cooped up in a school, I think it's better to be outside. You can go to different sporting events, all different kinds of concerts and things that are all outdoors.
Would you want to have 3 day weekends every weekend with the year round schooling schedule, or do you have a better idea?
I personally like the 5 day work week. You can thank the AFL-CIO for that, for the weekend, and I think that we should stick with just a 5 day school week too.
Do you think kids will retain material better over the summer and get better grades from having school year round?
I don't think so because the things that you will learn in the summertime by doing the things that I had explained earlier will enrich you so that you're actually more likely to be able to do better in school during the winter months or the cooler months.
Do you have anything else to say about the idea of having year-round schooling?
The only thing I can say is I'm glad I'm old enough where I won't really be affected by if the year-round schooling comes to fruition.
This has been another edition of Panthers News Network. I hope you learned about year-round school. See you next time on Panthers News Network.